Hi everybody, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, unfortunately, I have to come out and talk about another new cruise scam, and one person is out like $20,000 from this cruise scam who thought they were talking to the cruise lines, and it wasn't even really about the cruise, it was about the airfare. So apparently a member of the Norwegian Cruise Line staff at the call centers, etc., reached out to the news department, wanted to be, unnamed, didn't want their name out there for leaking this, but apparently a situation happened where a guest who was booked on Norwegian Cruise Line received a call from a 301 area code where someone was claiming to work from the air department, for booking flights and everything with Norwegian, and she offered to help the book guests. They have a large group of travelers, multiple people, but they can book them on the specific flights and help them get all that organized without them having to do it themselves. And the guests thought this was legitimate and gave them two different credit cards. They had to split the money between two different credit cards. And several days later, when they went to use their cards, lo and behold, surprise, surprise, both cards were compromised. Both of them. Both cards. Coincidence? I don't think so. However, the person thought the cards went somewhere else, that they had used the cards at another place, and that's where it got scammed, not from the Norwegian Airlines company. Then, a month later, just 1 month later, the same scammer called them back and said, "Good news. The price just went down on your flights. Just give me your new credit card numbers and I'll book the lower price for you and then the refund the original charge." First off, they're not going to call you to tell you that the price dropped. That's for you to discover or your agent to discover. The airline and the cruise company will never call you and say, "Hey, guess what? Our prices just went down. How would you like us to give you some of your money back?" That's never going to happen. Never going to happen ever. That's like going into Walmart, buying a TV, getting home, and when you arrive home, Walmart calls you up on the phone and says, "Oh, by the way, we have a sale tomorrow, so if you come in tomorrow, we'll give you $200 back." Yeah, they're not going to do that. No company in the world does that. So there's mistake number 9, I guess, in all this thing. First of all, trusting somebody who called and then just giving your credit card numbers. And you have not verified who they are. If somebody calls claiming to be somebody from a cruise line or from an airline or from a travel company or anything, ask for their number and call them back. If it's the same number, like usually it's an unlisted number or a 301 area code, fine. But then when you call it, it's gone somewhere else because it's a kind of machine that represents other phone numbers. So you don't get a number you can call back. And if you do call back the number, it does say unlisted, as opposed to Norwegian Cruise Line or Royal Caribbean Cruise Line or Princess or Virgin, anybody. So yeah, and then to give the cards the second time because they said, "Hey, the price went down, so give us the cards. We'll rebook you all new tickets at whatever thousands of dollars those flights are, and then we'll issue a refund for the difference." Well, wait a minute. If I'm saving money, why aren't you just issuing a refund right now? Even if my cards are compromised, you can still send the money to the bank. You can still send me a check, right? If this was legitimate, there's other ways to do this other than giving your credit card information to people who are calling you on the phone. Oh, it breaks my heart to feel that people fall for this stuff, but it's people who are trusting. people who want to believe the best in everybody and believe nobody's out to hurt you purposely. Unfortunately, in this world, there's whole call centers set up where people do nothing but try and scam people out of their money. That's their entire job, is to call people up and try and steal their money. That's how they make their living, and they call it a job. They're professional scammers who actually work in a building making all these calls to try and steal money, and they get paid for doing it. And so, yeah, if anybody calls you up and say, "Hi, we're from the airline, and we got a special deal on for you." No. If anything, they would send you an email with the official logos and the official email site, not Norwegian@steph.com, right? It would be NorwegianCruiseLines.com, period. No abbreviations, no hyphens, no nothing. It would be the main email, the uncompromised email. So yeah, I feel so bad for people, but this person is out over $20,000. And yeah, because it happened a month ago for first part, there's very little chance of ever getting that money back, unfortunately. Well, let me know in the comments down below. Have you ever received a call like this? I receive calls on my phone almost daily that say things like, "Hey, Dad, it's me. This is my new phone. I need your help. Can you respond?" Well, my son doesn't talk like that, for one thing. I just received one yesterday saying, "Hey, we don't talk enough." Yeah, I can tell, because there's no text messages from this person ever. So yeah, you definitely gotta be aware of the scammers. And yeah, I've even had people contact me and they're very nervous. They're saying, "I hope this is legitimate. I hope you are who you are, and this is who I'm talking to." I said, "Well, first of all, I hope you can recognize my voice. Second of all, nothing I do goes through me, so everything will be through a cruise line official channels, right? Etc." So yeah, getting a call from a random person saying, "Oh, I can save you money," or "Hey, the price went down, and if you give me your new credit cards that were from the old credit cards that we scammed last time, we're going to save you some money." Yikes. All I can say is yikes. Well, I hope you appreciate this warning and this update. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.